All right, and rolling.
Okay, so this is the fun part. I would recommend that you have a really good mat so you don't get injured, because as soon as you get injured, you're going to get fat. I use an Airex. It's called a closed cell mat. It's very dense. This mat I've owned since 1993. And it's gone through moves and everything else. It's really nice, sturdy mat. It's not that, you can see it's not that thick, but it's very supportive. So you want to make sure that the mat, your head is on the mat, your feet, everything is on the mat. There's no difference in level when you're doing these exercises. Again, you've probably done all these sit-ups before in high school, but the technique is going to be different, and I'll talk you through it. The first part is, the first set is we're going to come up off the floor, and we're going to do it in two parts. You're going to create a contraction down here. It's going to lift you up a little bit, and then you're just going to bring yourself up a little bit more, come back down halfway, and back down to the mat. When you get down to the mat, you're going to release the front of the core, because you're going to try and create the coordination to create the contraction again. So you're going to release the contraction and then create the contraction, and that's part of the technique. Let's do this. You're going to do those 8 times. After you do those 8 times, you're going to come up, but you're not going to pause in the middle. You're going to come up to the full, about 6 inches from the mat, just about when your shoulder blades just start to leave the mat, and you're going to bounce 3 times and go back down for 8. Now, a few things to think about is you're going to start pulling on the head, that sort of thing. You want to try to keep your arms out as far as you can. You want to look straight up at the ceiling and not curl the head and curl the whole torso. It uses different muscles. You can do that, but the muscles I'm trying to work require you to look straight up, and that'll get you lower down here. That'll really pull this bottom part of your abs in and get that belly up. The other thing to think about to keep the jaw relaxed is to take your tongue and put it right behind the back teeth. So that will kind of keep your jaw relaxed and keep you from creating a lot of stress all through the shoulders. So you do the first set 8 times, then you do the bounce 8 times, and then you're going to do the obliques. So you're going to cross over from knee to knee, and when you cross over, again, you don't have to come up fully. As soon as your shoulder blades start to lift from the mat, you have done the contraction that you need to do. And there's a double bounce. So I'm going to do these 20 times. So this is 1, 2, and we'll do those 20 times. And then you do singles 20 times. 2, 3, 4, to 20, and then back to the double bounce for 20. Then you're going to lie flat and just come up and hold one knee, but you're not going to be pulling on that knee. You're just going to have one hand resting on the knee, the opposite hand to the opposite knee. A little bit of support back here, looking at the ceiling, and you're just going to bounce 4 times and then really stretch this out. 1, 2, 3. Stretch it all the way. 1, 2, 3. You're going to do that 4 times. Switch legs 4 times here. You're going to take the hands all the way above the head, and you're going to come up, and you're going to let the contraction pull you up. Do not swing the body up. Do not swing the arms. That's cheating. So you bring the contraction, you bring the arms up, and reach, and all the way down. Stretch, contract, reach, all the way down and stretch. Don't swing, contract, reach. You're going to do that 8 times. And then just bounce. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember to keep the tongue behind the teeth. Keep the jaw relaxed, keep the eyes relaxed. Try to make the contraction happen here first. Don't try to rush it. If you try to rush the movement, you're going to take your shoulders and you're going to swing against gravity, and you're not going to get not get much benefit from the exercise at all. You could do this 20 times a day and get nothing. So you want to wait for that contraction to happen. Then you go back and you're going to repeat what we did at the beginning with the 2 count up and then the bounces 8 times each, and then you're done. Almost done. After you finish that routine, you're going to turn over and you're going to do something like the cobra. You're going to go down here, you're going to pull up. Try to keep your shoulders down.
And you're gonna feel very tight. You're gonna feel those lower abs really, really tight. Now we don't wanna keep them in a contracted state. We wanna bring them back to neutral. So we stretch them back and rock a little bit from side to side until they release back to neutral. That's it.